They forced me to do this. I didn't want to.
There's Gus, and here's Achim. And the reason I went live now is I want you to see Achim, who is going to be our instructor trainer in all of Europe on the Dive Talk Go. So he's gearing up, and they've set up here, guys, a whole giant scuba tank. It's really cool. I'll go live from the outside of it as well, so you'll be able to see Achim going live on the Dive Talk Go. This is his unit. He loves orange as well. Yeah, and good morning. Hi, Stacy. And basically, we will talk about the Dive Talk Go, and stay tuned for the whole live stream, because at the end, we have a huge worldwide announcement that nobody knows about yet on the Dive Talk Go. We've been saving it for all of you who said it can only go 2.5 or 3 hours. We have been salivating to tell you how it was originally designed and what we're doing. Get ready, world. But anyway, can everybody hear me okay? If you can hear me okay, just say yes. A simple yes would be great. Hi, Terry. Can you hear me okay? Perfect. That's it. That's enough of them. Thank you so much. And here's Achim. You're seeing it live, man. He's got a 7 mil on, so we're trying to get his weight adjusted.
Put him in there. Doesn't matter.
And he can dive anyway, anything. Like we threw him in our Dive Talk BCD, a wetsuit that's not his, and to go, and he's like, whatever, just throw me in there and I'll figure it out. You know, it's awesome.
And I'll look horrible, and it's their fault. That's the thing, right?
I mean, like perfect in the water. So anyway, yeah. So that's it. We are here at the boot show, and basically we're here to support Achim, because he's going to become our European instructor trainer on the Dive Talk Go, and to show everybody the Dive Talk Go. The community has been incredibly warm to us, welcoming and asking tons of questions. So yeah, that's why we're here. I'll be able to go through and answer some questions in a little while, but right now I want to just continue to film the process so you can see. Look how easy this is, everybody. So you have the Go, and what he's going to do is he's going to bolt snap the top, clip these bolt snaps right on the top. See these D-rings? You just clip it on, and once that's on, he's almost done. Look, it's almost done. Almost done. There's one other step. You see these bungees right here? Can you guys see these? This is how he's going to...
It's also easier for the people to see.
Yes, so look, you see how Gus is taking it, and he's going to clip it. He's going to clip it underneath, and that's going to pull this unit into Achim. I'm going to let you watch. And it is easier sometimes to have somebody help you with the bottom ones. I believe, this is Woody's philosophy, I think divers should help each other. I don't think
You should be self-reliant, but first of all, I want people to see where he clips it, and second, it's his kit, so it's actually a bit too small. I mean, these are a bit too tight for me.
We just threw him in it, and
this is like.
Yep, we just threw him in something that right away that isn't even necessarily
You didn't do the chest.
fitting him, but you know, my point is it's okay to help each other. It's always, in my opinion, I don't have to be agree with. I like teamwork in every part of diving. It's okay. But anyway, look. That's what he looks like. Look how quick and easy that was. It's on him. He's in a totally different
Can you hear anything?
Yeah.
Because the microphone.
Okay. Chill. Everybody's, he's in different gear, different wetsuit, different BC, and it's still, and that quickly, there was no rehearsal. He's ready to go.
Excuses for me to fuck up in the tank, right? Yeah.
All right, so now we're going to slowly migrate up to the tank, which is right here. I'll film him from the top. And then I'm going to film from outside so you can see him in the water. So here we go. This is behind the scenes. This is Gus filming Achim. And this is what we do.
That's right.
Yeah, it's pretty cool, everybody. It's no pressure for him that all of Boot Show is watching and Dive Talk, so he's not nervous. Does he look nervous? Look at that smile. Happy, awesome. It's gonna be cool. So, yeah, okay, so here we go. Up here, guys, this is super cool. Oh, we're not allowed to go up yet. Never mind. I've already been up there, so.
Huh? Wir können hoch.
There's some
Okay.
German talking,
Nur keine Fehler machen.
and I've already been up there 3 times. All right, we're seeing it live, the whole shebang. And look at, he's got the rebreather on. It's no problem. You could walk around. This thing is like 20 pounds and neutral in the water. Okay, so he's going to cut his O2 on in a second.
Yeah, it's off now because it's bleeding in the machine in the unit, which doesn't make any sense, right?
Because it's constant mass flow. So if he has the O2 on, it's going to add O2. So he'll cut it on when he gets in. So let me show you this environment. Isn't this cool? Put this whole tank in here. Look how crowded. Look how crowded this show is. You ready? Unbelievable, because it's open to the consumers. It's massive. There's like 15 halls. People are practicing with scooters under there, mermaid shows. I mean, it's pretty wild. So, anything you want to say before you go under?
You mean last words? Famous last words?
About the go. About just anything you want to say.
I told you in my videos, I just love it. I just love it. So I don't mind they forced me to dive it. No, it's just awesome. I mean, as you can see, I mean, I'm standing here, I mean, jumping around. I have a 10-liter tank on my back. I have all the weight. You don't feel that rebreather. It's just like a clip-on add-on. It's just like I take that light with me or something like that, and just it adds so much joy and safety that, yeah, it's awesome.
There's no way he would say that. There's no way he would say that if that wasn't true. And that's what I love, right? I mean, you know, you dive at one time and it's pretty
People
highly.
hate me for always saying the truth, though.
He's honest, and I respect him so much for that, for good or bad. So that's yeah. But this is a really cool environment they set up. Here's Gus hanging out. Anything you want to say? I'm scared.
Ask Akim about the Velo system. Let's keep that one out.
I don't know anything about it. I have nothing good or bad to say.
I'm just.
I don't.
I just feel like it's not important right now for this.
They won an award. Didn't it win
Yeah.
I think it won like Innovative Product of the Year or something.
Yeah,
Something like, I don't know much about it, this new Avelo system, but we're here to talk about the Dive Talk Go and the Boot Show. Look at this show, man.
just looking at your neck right now. That's not.
It's one hall. This is one hallway of like 15 or 18, and they have yachts in here. You ready? They have presentations going on. That didn't sound good. I don't know. Normally when I hear that popping sound, that's not a good sound.
I was just caught on the ladder with the swing.
All right, here we go.
No worries. It's me ripping apart the rebreather.
And now come entering the water.
So,
I'm a little jealous. I wish I was going in with him. Turns on his O2. He's already done most of his checks. And he's going in. Bye-bye. Have fun. Don't forget your mask. It's not on your... Yeah, basics. Back to basics. I may help. There we go. Check out this setup. They have like surface supply here, set up for emergencies. It's pretty cool. Bye-bye. Okay, Occam's under. So I'm going to go around to the outside because from up here, this is all you're going to see. I'll give you a quick preview of this, then we're going to film from the outside. All right, let's go check out how he looks from the viewing side. And you'll see the Dive Talk Go in action by what will be our instructor trainer here in Europe, which is Occam. And then I'll start scrolling and answering questions, okay? So, nice job in there. Scooter looked fun.
Thanks.
That diver's fresh out of the water. Nice job. Okay, so this is the viewing side. You ready? Look how many people are viewing? And what we have here is Occam on the Dive Talk Go. I'm going to slide in just because we're live on Dive Talk. And let's see how he looks. Okay, so now you can see just within a few minutes, he put the gear on. He's in trim. And look how light and small the unit is. Pretty cool, isn't it?
Hello.
Hello. He's wearing Gus's gear, but for some reason, Gus's gear looks way
How
better.
come I don't look like that when I'm wearing it?
Well, no, I mean, I've seen your gear, but only in one position. This one. I've never seen it.
That's not.
Okay, so what I'm going to try to do now is the 1 million questions you guys are asking is try to answer your questions while filming Occam in the background. This very crowded boot show. One of your questions is it busy? Way busier than DEMA. But it's a combo. It's like water sports, yachts, boats, and the community here. There's a lot of divers in Germany, in Europe. I cannot believe it. It's awesome. Look how many. I want to be live in front of the world. Couple. She's coming to the meetup. She will be doing that. Just met her here. She is going to be on that unit at our meetup. If you come to one of our meetups, you get to try the unit. Isn't that cool? The boat show here in St. Louis is big. Yeah, it's huge, guys. You'll love it. Yeah, Occam, has no reason to be nothing but objective. Now, so what he did there is he switched to open circuit, right? So it was just that easy. So he came off of the rebreather. His regulator was right there. Put it in his mouth. No problem. Back on open circuit. And then he went back on the rebreather. Put the loop back on. Yes, you Europeans take your diving very serious. No problem. I know. These guys are in really good trim. Look at the photographer. He's just sitting there perfectly still. That's why we're not in the water. We thought we would put a couple of divers in the water that are...
Yeah, we're gonna make a good first
I don't want to
impression.
blow it in front of the Europeans. The subscriber count would diminish immediately. Well, all right, let me let you watch Occam again, and then I'm going to tell you guys a huge announcement. So you can see? Beautiful. It's PO2. So you can see he's keeping his partial pressure at 0.7, which he doesn't even have to do anything. It's got a constant mass flow that at this depth, it's probably going to keep it at 0.7 without him even touching the manual add valve. That's the whole concept of a constant mass flow. When can you expect CE? We are underway. Absolutely, but you can train with Achim now because you order the unit directly from us in the US, but we are going to get it CE certified because, listen, are you ready? We did some testing recently. It blew away the CE standards in a very big way. So, ready for the announcement? We are now going to be adding what's called the Dive Talk Go Plus. It was always built to be a modular unit. I'm going to post later the ring that goes right on top of your existing Go. It adds about 2 pounds of sorb. So now we just finished the testing. The work of breathing did not change. The machine could not detect any difference, and the dive time is now increased to 6 hours in basically warm water. So for those of you who are like, well, the Dive Talk Go, it's really only 2.5, 3 hours, 6 hours. Now, there's no other, go find another rebreather at this price, at this ease of use, at a 1.07 work of breathing for 6 hours of sorb. And I'll post later the ring that you can add. That's going to be $490 addition. You screw it right onto your existing Go. We were just waiting on the testing, and it came out way better than we expected. Way better than we expected. So, you want to do a 100-meter dive? You got 6 hours of sorb. We couldn't believe it. We're like, this thing is still going. Under CE testing, they say in order for it to pass, you go from 0.5 to 1.0 CO2 detection. It has to take 10 minutes to meet the CE. It took 50 minutes on the Go. So it's okay. So now, when you ask us how long of a scrubber life can the Go have, up to 6 hours. It was tested in really cold water at a pretty deep depth. And we'll post all that later, okay? We'll be posting that. No bubbles, totally chilled, really easy to use. Okay, so he can back flutter kick. I wasn't sure. Look at that. He could go backwards.
I train him.
But when you do it, I see a lot of this kind of stuff going on. Nice. Beautiful. Yeah. What kind of diver should take a CCR cert? Everybody. Yeah, a lot of people have come up on the show and asked us about it. If you're an open circuit diver, we meet what's called the RISA standards. I think after 25 dives, you are then able to take our course. It's a 2-step process. 1, you go to divetalkacademy.com and you complete the online academics. That's about 5 hours. After that, that gives you a certificate to then get with one of our instructors, of which Achim will be one, and we have a bunch in the US, as you know, to then do the practical applications. That's going to be about probably a 5-day course. The instructor and you will sign off online at divetalkacademy.com. That is Achim in the water. But he is wearing Gus's BC and his wetsuit. Okay, good question. I know, that is a long time. For most people, they can buy the standard Go as it is, 2.5, 3 hours, boom, that's great. But it's modular, so if you want to add the ring, you just screw the ring right on top. It's got O-rings. And now you've increased that thing to up to 6 hours. I'm gonna post photos of it. and a lot more information after the live stream is over. There's Alcom right there, hanging out. And you can see that is, he'll use very little of that O2. See how small that O2 canister is? That's 10 cubic feet. On a little dive like this, he'll use almost none. And the diluent tank on his back, it's not even going to detect any use of gas. Sometimes I'll do like a 2 or 3 hour dive and I'll be like, oh yeah, look, I used like 50 PSI of 3000. Most of it was probably for buoyancy control. So imagine a 3 hour dive and you used 50 PSI. Oh, there's the Dive-Volk. I love their product. Dive-Volk?
Hi.
I love, you know how much I love your product, right?
Thank you so much,
Thank
Woody.
you.
I love
Nice
it.
to see you again
You guys
here.
have such a great product. They made me a pink one. Let's see. Oh, look at that. It's in the water with our go. You love that, right? Nice. Yeah. See, I like easy. You know that about me. Easy is what I care about. Yeah, it is really cool to see it in action. I'm not kidding you. We put him in our gear, on our reg, in our wetsuit, in our rebreather, with zero practice. And it took us, you saw upstairs, it took us 5 minutes to kit up. That's what I've been telling everybody here. It's like, I'm telling you, just clip it on and you go. We're teaching CCR mainly in Florida right now, but we have instructors that will go all over the United States. In Europe, you'll coordinate through Acom, and in Asia, you'll coordinate through WAN. All of that information is inside of the Dive Talk Academy. You'll love the learning. It's all video-based. It's all talk, interactive, logical. I like you to learn by logic, and most people enjoy it. It's funny. The course is really fun. It's quiz-based, so as you go through a module and pass the quizzes, that opens up the other modules. So basically, to your question, we are teaching on the East Coast. We have tons of instructors, particularly in Florida. There's Acom right there. Just email us and we can connect you with any one of our instructors. It will be getting CE certified. We absolutely crushed their standards by so much. And we're just so excited. And now you don't have to hear anybody say, oh, but it's only a recreation. No, it's gonna go to 100 meters, 6 hours. 6 hours. What more do you want? I'm so excited about that. I could not wait to announce it to the world because everybody was like, well, but it's only nothing. It's only blowing away everybody else's testing for half the price. I don't know what to tell you. Dive Talk Go, made by Mike Young, rocks. Oh, that's awesome. Somebody's saying they just finished their online course. Did you enjoy the online course and did you learn a lot? You could post that on the comments. Pretty cool. There's a ton of people here. The Europeans, man, they're into their diving. I mean, I'm just letting you know. These guys love diving. They ask great questions. They care about technique a lot. They're super into their gear. There's tons of information and talks going on. They definitely care about the environment. They're not crazy about the drill baby, that whole, just saying, but they care. They really are into it. The United Kingdom would be through Acom. So if you want to dive, if you want to be instructed in England, then that would be a connection through Acom. He's going to be making our instructors in Europe. Gus and I will not be an instructor trainer for our own agency. I'm asked every day because I want to be objective, right? There's my friend Acom. Look at him. Perfect. Beautiful. How's your PO2? Let's see. .9. Good job. I may pass him. I may give him a check mark. Now, obviously, he's super experienced, right? He's a great diver, but the point is we showed you the kitting, the gearing up. And I promise you, some rebreathers, I'm cursing on the land. I love them underwater, but oh my gosh, right? This was just a clip, 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 and you saw he's underwater. It was 5 minutes. It's awesome. Mike Young, Woody and Gus, we just are the marketers. This is a Mike Young baby. So he thought of every detail, even the channeling, right? The way that the canister is made and narrows as it goes up. All of that was on purpose. I don't like to be direct, but it blows away every other rebreather right now in the world. I'm just saying. I don't know what to say. It just does. And it's half the price. Woody's pink go back in Bonaire, I know. Hani is on here. He won my Dive Talk Go, my pink one. When we do a meetup, we give away rebreathers, which is no wonder I've never made a dime from Dive Talk. I keep giving it all away. We give away rebreathers. We give away tens of that, like $100,000 worth of gear, man. I'm telling you. But yeah. What about Turkey? Yes. The answer is absolutely yes. You just want to get with Achim anywhere on this side of the world. I'm so jealous. I should be in there right now. It looks so awesome. But it's cold. It's like 78 degrees Fahrenheit. They laugh at me when I say it's cold. Can you switch the cheapest option, the $3,500 one? Yeah. You can buy the $3,500 Go. You will need a petrol 4-pin. Now, Achim switched his to make his Fisher connection connect. It's a small adjustment, so if you already have that, you could use that. But ours is going to come ready to be connected to a 4-pin Shearwater computer. You know I may have a love affair with Shearwater. Sorry. It's amazing. You can watch my whole computer series on why. I have my own whys, but that's what we're doing. You don't have to pay VAT in Europe if you order it. We only sell the Dive Talk Go directly. We will not go through any distributors. That's our business model. So the answer is no VAT. And we will ship it to your instructor. So if it's Achim, then that's who you're gonna get it from. So good questions. Any other questions? Welcome to your first Dive Talk stream. Yeah, I hear your question on the dry suit death incident. I get bombarded with those. I'm very hesitant to answer any more questions other than what we talked about on the episode. I do have more knowledge, but let's just say right now is not the time to talk about that. I'll just leave it at that. And I have reasons. The Dive Talk Go is amazing, Hani. I'm so honored that you have mine. But I did keep serial number 0001. That was my original one. I can't give that one away. I just can't. So, I want to dive the Great Barrier Reef in great whites. I don't blame you. So eventually get certified. You should. Anybody that's open circuit certified can become a rebreather diver. You know, I believe that everybody should embrace everybody in diving. Just because you're a tech diver or a cave diver, you're not better than anybody else. You're just more experienced. So bring in the less experienced. There's no one right way. It's different ways. Wow, the photographer looking very nice in the water. Look how relaxed you look on a rebreather. Isn't it nice not to have those bubbles? Look, I'm telling you, he can hear his breathing, and the sharks come right up to you. They think you're a shark. Let me look at Brandon's question. Brandon, I may need you to type it again because there's so... Oh, the Dive Talk is a Dive Talk product, but manufactured by KISS. No, it is not manufactured by KISS. Who would be handling warranty claims? We would. So the Dive Talk Go is a Dive Talk product, manufactured though, invented by Mike Young. It's not a KISS product, but it is a mechanical rebreather, which all the KISS rebreathers are. It is constant mass flow. We have our reasons, whether people agree with us or not. We don't do electronic rebreathers. We do mechanical rebreathers, not manual rebreathers. I don't know what that manual rebreather means. It's mechanical, meaning there's a flow of oxygen, and then you mechanically control the addition of more oxygen or diluent. But we handle all warranty claims. It is not a KISS product. Will you need another class for the canister upgrade? No, you don't. 0 to do. We will add one little module on the learning. I'm going to give you the class for the canister upgrade. Are you ready? Here comes the class. This is going to be extremely complicated. Class over. It's modular. Wait till you see the photos. You literally screw it right on top. There's a few O-rings. Done. Now, what you do need a class is that you need a class to go deeper, right? You need to only dive it up to your training. So if you're gonna wanna take the Dive Talk Go all the way to hypoxic level, then you need to take a trimix class. I give him a check mark. Looking pretty good. Pretty sweet in the water. So I hope that answers your question. Adding the ring just adds longer sorb life. It just means you can now dive it up to 6 hours, but deeper, or the need for trimix. Those are all different certifications. We will build a class all the way up to hypoxic level. It is possible, absolutely, to test the unit now in Europe. In fact, we're shipping Achim a couple of more units. He already has like 30 people from this show wanting to do a tri-rebreather session. So once again, get with that guy, the one in perfect trim, and you can try it now. Okay, so that's all you have to do. Achim will be our European service center. That's a great question. Gus helped him set up a whole service center. It is now set up, ready to go. So any servicing that you need, this guy right here will help you. Oh wow, look at that emblem on the tank. It's an octopus. Wow, I'm really surprised it's an octopus. Not from planet Earth, but hey. Why did air come out from the rebreather? That is a great question. So when you're moving up and down, let's say you're moving up on the rebreather, the loop volume is gonna increase. The air is expanding, so you blow a little bit of air out of the loop. So you're purposely letting bubbles out. So that may be a reason. Or let's say that you want to bring a new gas in, like O2, to increase your PO2. You gotta let a little bit of the gas out that you don't want and bring in the gas that you do want. Make sense? So there are times where you're going to exhale. Oh, we have a surface supply diver in now. I don't know why. Okay. So we have dive, walking, and trim. Still no bubbles. So that's why you will learn all of that in the course, okay? You will, Good, Jessica. That was a great question. You will see air as you're moving up and down on a rebreather. We like to say on a rebreather, we want to go to depth. So let's say you're going to be on a wreck and you want to be at 100 feet on the wreck. I just want to be on that 100 feet for like 3 hours, right? I don't want to be moving up and down a lot on the rebreather because we get everything set and then you don't have to make a lot of adjustments. Yes, we always check what is in the bottles, right? So what is in his bottle is air, is on his back, pure air, right? Which is 20.9% oxygen. And then we also, Occam filled his own O2 tank. So that's 100% oxygen. And we always check so you know what's in that tank. You don't want to screw up. That would be super dangerous. You don't have to have a CE for us to already start you on the Dive Talk Go here in Europe. We can't sell it here in Europe though, but we are going to be getting the CE. And you can talk to Occam about that. Where is he? Oh, he's up there. All right, well that guy's getting some Dive Talk action. Surface supply diving, which I do a lot of surface supply diving, by the way, diving. And,
You want a high five?
hey.
High five.
High five. High five to the world. High five to the whole world. Yes. Future divers, rebreather divers, I'm pretty sure. That guy's a cave diver. I mean, come on. I do love seeing the kids, and the kids have come up to us and they ask us questions, you know, they care. And it's really awesome because we were just in Saudi Arabia and talking about the environment and all that they're doing there. The Dive Talk Go will have a cover. We're still making it. It doesn't need one, but we do have one, and it's beautiful. It's cold in St. Louis. I want to be in the warm waters. Absolutely, don't blame you. Thank you, Jessica. And I love your questions. I love when people ask logical questions like that. So you could see here at the boot show, like there's a lot of divers, man. And they really are really knowledgeable. And you know what's amazing? There's a lot of rebreather divers here. I think maybe more than in the US. I mean, the place is packed. So, now you all know, world, that we have the Ring addition to the Dive Talk Go that makes it 6 hours. So don't send me any more messages that there's other rebreathers that go longer. There's not. And I don't need to hear about other people's testing. Ours blew them away. I'm sorry. Not me, not Gus, independently tested. I knew it was going to be that way because Mike made it. I hate to sound cocky, but I'm like, just wait. Bite your tongue, Woody. Sorry. It's unbelievable. I have dove in Australia and I loved it, but all through the Osprey Reef in particular, I think that's what it's called. Not so much the Great Barrier, that was great, but the Osprey Reef there, but Indonesia as well. I loved it. I know, Jessica, we are so excited. We've been waiting to announce this. Mike's just a genius. I'll post the photos of the ring, a lot more information about it in a few minutes, right after we finish this live stream. So I'm gonna go in the back and I'm gonna joke around with Occam. I'm gonna be like, good job, however, I have a few pointers. He looked great. He looked perfect. All right, let's go back here, behind the scenes. And there he is, so. First thing is the photographer's trim was spot on. Occam.
Komm gut nach Hause.
High five, first of all, to the world. Some of the things I was talking about was, and questions were, when you were keeping your PO2 at like 0.6 or 0.7, were you having to do much?
Nah, actually, it's reading in with 0.7 liters per minute, and if I'm just hanging out there and doing nothing, it's too much. Actually, I don't know if you saw it on the video, I was shutting my oxygen off pretty soon after I went in because it was like just too much oxygen. So I switched it off.
And that's been happening. So he's super relaxed in the water. It happens to me as well. It's based on an assumption of what your metabolic rate is. So when that happens, if you're finding that you're having to feather the O2 a lot, you can change the IP pressure of the first stage. A lot of people have asked, what do I do in Europe? Can I learn here? What about the CE? Or will I be able to try the unit? Talk to them about those quick couple of points.
Okay, CE is pending. So this will be there, but that's a process we can work on, but we cannot like immediately influence. We cannot like, okay, we press this button and it's there. There's always a couple of things to do. And that's a service. I talk and I get undressed at the same time. It's awesome.
Why don't I, what?
Yeah, it's just for special.
I've never
don't get overexcited.
had any help before, but it's weird.
So you can order the unit directly in the US. You do part of your training with this awesome online class that somebody came up with. And then you pick the instructor in your region that you want to train with. And in Europe at the moment, that's me.
You look amazing in the water.
Beautiful.
You must have had a great instructor, instructor.
Yeah.
Luckily he's
Who taught him everything he knows.
luckily he's followed some other great ones in the water
And
and saw some videos of me, and he did really well.
So, you can do the training. No problem.
So
just come and test diving. Yes, I actually have a list with people, and there will be test events coming soon. South Germany, Northern Germany. So we probably go to Hemor. For those of you who watch from Europe, that's a very, very nice place to do stuff like that, and it's easy accessible. Also Denmark, Belgium, etc. So we'll be there, and just drop Gus and Woody a message. Message me directly.
now I told them one other thing. I made the announcement. You know what the announcement
I
is.
know
Isn't
what
that
the
exciting?
It is.
Unbelievable, guys. This thing is going to be a ring. I'm going to post it. A little ring edition. 6 hours. No more weather. It's maybe, it's limited. No, it's not limited. And it blew away all the testing, really.
I was expecting the testing to go up. I couldn't believe it. That's why it was done twice. But I still think, and that's the most important thing in my opinion, the unit as I'm carrying it covers 95% of all diving done. And that's the major thing. And in this configuration, I mean, you're not wasting that much of line, etc. And all these people like, it's just 150 minutes. I mean, come on, how many 150 minutes dive or 150 plus minute dives you did or you're doing currently? And then for those who do, the solution's there.
It's such a great point. Like, I mean, most of the time, Gus and I were just like, guys, you've been in the water for 2 hours. Like, what lunch? Where's lunch? But I get it. Some people do want to take it further, deeper, further in a cave, all of those things. You're training though.
Yeah.
And I said this out there. Yes, you can buy the ring and dive it for 6 hours up to the depth that you're trained to dive it at. If you need to go into Trimix, helium, because you're going to go deeper, we're going to add those courses. And by the way, one other set of courses that we're working on with Acom. If you want to take your diving up as we build out Dive Talk Academy to a higher level, Gus, why don't you tell him about what he offers and how we're going to kind of partnership on this?
Yeah, so we're ISE Interspace Explorers is going to work with us to develop a Dive Talk Fundamentals, DTF. And people will be DTF certified, which is cool. But the point is that will be the starting point to more technical training that Interspace Explorers is known for, the highest quality training. So it's, I think it's great that we're able to partner up together because I think it only increases the quality of both agencies. So
absolutely,
that's the goal.
So we're pretty
Shall
excited.
I give you a hug?
Yes. Yes. I
Hug it
have to say that
Hug it out.
I just met Akam 2 days ago, right? And we got in the car. We haven't stopped talking since. He genuinely cares and has a love and passion for diving, quality diving. And that's all I can really ask for. Like he just cares about his people, but he's welcoming. There's a separation, I hate ego. Oh, you're not good enough for me. I'm just gonna bash you. Versus, no, I have a why behind why I want to teach you these things, because it's going to make you feel better in the water, more comfortable and safer. Now that I embrace. So I think we all agree that we love his logic and thinking about diving. It's got the right attitude.
Thank you very much.
So I'm really excited about it as well.
Awesome.
So
Should we
maybe I
wrap
think
it
we
up?
can wrap it up.
Yep. Thank you everyone for tuning in. I know that I barely spoke this whole time, but we were capturing this on video, which is coming to Dive Talk.
First
so you
time
can
I
see-
ever got a couple
that's,
words in.
That's not true. But anyway, thank you everyone for tuning in. And like I said, stay tuned for some of the episodes. We've been traveling for 2 weeks. So there's an episode about Qatar coming up, Saudi Arabia, and obviously Germany. So we'll see you all in the next one.
Bye, everybody.
Take care. Bye.